moment.
'Cause in this moment, I just feel so alive.
Let's do it. It's that moment when time you can have the opportunity to call into this radio station and share your first memory of hip-hop and R&B. I'd love it if you did. But first, let's pick up with this caller, and hopefully they can show you how it's done. Good morning.
Hey, I got a hip-hop story for you.
All right, I'm ready to hear it. Go right ahead whenever you are ready.
So, I'm a Cali kid from San Diego. My whole family's pretty much from the Bronx.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time in the Bronx when I was growing up. And so, got into graffiti really young in the 80s, but still was a rock and roll kid because my mom, that's all she listened to was rock and roll. White Snake, Def Leppard, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But in 6th grade, I heard It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right.
Yes.
And it blew my mind. And from there, it was it. It was Beastie Boys, Two Live Crew, everything.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like me and you kind of had the same basic time frame on when we got into hip-hop, so I can totally relate. So let me ask you a question. Being on the West Coast, was it hard to get access to East Coast music during that time, or had the commercialization of hip-hop taken place enough to where you could just go by the tape of whatever?
No, it was still hard to get good stuff. I didn't get a CD player until I was like 13 or 14. I'm a big East Coast, kind of rapper lover, but I still love gangster rap, and I'm in the middle of being a youth pastor, so it's really hard for me to kind of defer being a youth pastor and listen to, gangster rap.
Oh, that's interesting. So you have a dichotomy between the teachings that you try to uphold yourself to and the music you love.
Yeah, I'm also a graffiti artist, so it's kind of like I have to have hip-hop in my life.
There you go. I'm sure you'll find that happy middle ground somewhere. Well, cool. Well, since, Rob Bass was your first real distinct memory, let's get that on for you, man. What's your name?
Gabriel.
And Gabriel, where are you calling from, man?
North Glen.
All right. It Takes Two coming up as your That Moment's When.
Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. All right. A very, very passionate listener who heard some Rob Bass back in the day, and it was a rap after that. His That Moment's When will be It Takes Two. All right. You can call me and tell me your personal experience now, your story about your first exposure to hip-hop or R&B, and the lines are open, so you should be able to get through. Here's the number, 303-750-1071. Right now, though, I want to rock right now. Let's bust it out. Rob Bass, today's That Moment to Win on Flow.